This is your Hellhound boss Saerin, and welcome back to Hell. Hello, hello, Cool Turkey, hello, Jaded Scientist, hello, Hermit, hello, Rasaroi, how are you all, how are you all? Hello, 3 times faster, it's boss, it's boss! Why do I feel like you squeaked when you said that? Hello, 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 hello. Scatter! Scatter! No, I see you hiding in my walls. I got my insect repellent out. I'm gonna fumigate you guys all out of here. Hello, Arya. Welcome in. Hello, Daniel. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. And yes, 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 for Dodothon, the top 3 from that day, we're still going to reach out. We've still just been wrapping things up and preparing the goodies. But expect a DM if you are one of the top 3 on Discord. But we're gonna do ongoing goals still, since there were some goals we didn't meet. So we're gonna have those up in our normal streams. Yes. How are you guys doing today? Can you tell my voice is a little dead? Do I sound dead to you? Am I dying? How have I been doing? How have I been doing? My life's been a bit of a disaster. A little bit of a disaster, but it's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. We have our lesbians, our disaster lesbians in Reverse 1999 to show me that others are more of a disaster than I am. So that's the goal here. Really excited for the reverse live stream. Will you be covering? I will be. It's gonna be the 1.5 anniversary soon. Live stream? Why is it always so early in the morning though? So I do have a waiting room set up for a live watch along of the 1.5 Annie. So let's hope I wake up in time. Remember that one time they did a live stream and I set up a waiting room and in the end I didn't wake up? Hopefully that doesn't happen.
Let's see if Say is truly a master of feet.
Yes, master of feet, let's go! Thank you, Jaded Scientist. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much for the super. Choo. You were an hour late. I honestly don't even know how that happened because I chatted with people and I was like, yeah, it's gonna be at this time, and then I just didn't wake up. I'm sure it'll be better this time. I'm sure. How many times have I ever been late to stream? Technically, I think only twice. Technically, only twice. And that was one of them. Daylight savings was a month ago. I think actually this time the live stream isn't as early as it usually is. So maybe it's gonna be okay. Just got here after playing a Nightmare at Green Lake. Oh my gosh. What a youngin'. Going back to Nightmare at Green Lake. How has it been treating you? Did you meet the girls? Did you meet the Reverse 1999 girls? Green Lake was such a good event, wasn't it? One of my favorite limited events still. The best limited event from Dare Bears. Was it the best? It was top 5 for sure. It was so good. Yeah. But I saw the little thumbnail for tomorrow's 1.5 anniversary event live stream and the art looks great. Someone's trying to smooch all over Verdon's personal space, and I appreciate it. Hi, Wells. Hello, Izichin. Jessica did nothing wrong except for kidnapping. She should be locked up, but I mean, that doesn't mean she doesn't deserve love. Probably won't pull for Jessica still because I have Marcus. But I love Blushika. Aren't they so precious? I still need to do Jessica's event. Oh. Jessica's just lonely as all. Yeah. She's just lonely. So, you know, just capture a few unsuspecting individuals and stuff them in a cave for a few months. That's fine. I'm sure if we get her a good lawyer, we can get her out of there. Honestly, I think they didn't even mention what happened to those people, right? Did they mention what happened to the people she locked away? What happened to them? We might never know. We might never know. They were let go? They were rescued at the— Ah, you're right! There was a rescue team! Are they not pressing charges against Jessica? They're just gonna let it go? If it was me, I'd just be so... I'd be so spiteful. I'd be so spiteful. I'd be like, you know what? It's hunting season. Run in the woods, Jessica, run! But, I think in Reverse 1999 it's a 50-50 on whether the lesbians live, so maybe Jessica won the 50-50 in that regard. Hey boss, I'm still Fatutu and Barkerola. Me too! Me too, Grim. We're the same. We're the same. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't realize Anne was Jessica at the start. You didn't. Shouldn't Zeno be accountable for Jessica? They did experiment on her. Do you think she was like this before the experimentation? She does seem very childlike still. So this is the cycle of pain. Right after the boss fight, I wouldn't be surprised if Jess got pretty privileged and minor leniency. She just bats her doe eyes, and she actually does has doe eyes. So who can say no to her? I'm sure the kidnapped people said worth it as they continue to simp on Jessica. That's probably how they got captured in the first place. They saw Jessica, and Jessica's like, oh my god, wanna play? And they're like, hell yeah. And they just walked up into that cave all on their own. Makes sense. Makes sense. I know it's been a while since I played Green Lake, but all of this makes sense. She was a quitter until she wasn't. Somehow, God knows how, Marcus home. I don't even have Marcus. Who do I even have lately? What was the last character I rolled for and got? I honestly don't even remember. What was the last 6-star I got? It feels like it's been ages. Oh, Willow! Willow was the last one I got. Miss Willow. Yes, Miss Willow. Miss Willow. It's true, it's true. Still got plenty of character stories to do. At first, I played them for Fatutu pulls. Then down the rabbit hole I went. That's how they get you. That's how they get you. I'm still on 0 out of 100 progress on my antidotes. Anecdotes? Antidotes? So one day we'll get through them. One day. Alright, shall we head on over? Let's go, shall we?
That buzzy little ankle biter must run on curiosity. Just an ounce of it can drive her flying across the whole street.
Cute.
The government want to think about replacing coal with barrels full of curious runts like her.
Cute. Hello there, Ryan. Hello. Boss, did you know there were more female players in Reverse CN? I know what you are. CN girlies. CN girlies. Should I go play on CN server and commingle? And hello, Tahi. Hello, Phantom. My beautiful infernal hound. How are you? I'm doing good. I'm a little sleepy. I don't know if we're gonna finish the event today, but I can't believe it. I looked on and we only have 5 days. 5 days left to complete this. How is that possible? Is the new event coming, the new patch coming like next Thursday? There's no way, right? 5-day marathon? How are we on to only 5 days left? I know this was a shorter patch, but 5 days? 5 days. I don't even have the the skin yet. Miss New Babble skin. Where do I even get the Miss New Babble skin, guys? Is it here? It's not here. Did I miss it? Did I already miss it? Series of Dusk. I don't see it here, so I didn't know if it was here or not. Oh, it's here! Oh my god, you have to go to stage 11 to get it. Oh my god. Oh my god. I see. It's permanent? Don't worry. Is it? Is this permanent? That is a clean dust. I don't want to promote my dust allergies. Yes? Oh, okay. If it's permanent, that's good. Also, her little critter is so gorgeous. In this art, like, look at this critter. It's like a mix between an owl and a cat. How gorge. I want this one. Series is a permanent game mode. Okay, but is it the rewards too? That would be nice. That's nice then. Okay. I'm less stressed now. I'm less stressed. Yes, okay. Nice. Also, how classy is this background music for her? The reward too, like reveries? Okay. Good. It is permanent, but damn, that's gonna take a while. It took me yesterday to get the new sick case looks. Uh-oh. I'm doomed. Maybe we'll see me acquire the new Babble skin in the next 3 months or so. We can only hope. The Fatutu character event doesn't really have any story, so you can focus on the event story and Ulrich's story since those are important. Okay. Fatutu. Okay. 5 days. Let's go, shall we? We ended up on part 12. Clashing genres. An opera house, a radio station, and the pulse of forgotten tunes. Let's see, shall we? We still don't know what Grace is up to. There be no worries. The air is buzzing with anticipation. Regulus stands on stage cheering and dancing in a lively twist. Is she grooving up on stage? Is she like dancing on there?
Hello, Free Breeze! Listen up, all my rock and roll stars fans and wannabes.
Honestly, it's like Regulus hijacked the ship.
You lot are in luck because you are about to experience the greatest, grandest, most radical rock and roll party of the era.
Hell yeah.
Now get up on those feet and drag those little legs of yours on deck, because it's time to get those.
She called everyone short. She called all of us short. Playing David Bowie. True.
Telling your grandkiddies that you were here. This is the night you become a legend.
I'm hyped. I am hyped! I'm gonna tell my grandkiddies about this night!
Wow, Regulus!
Oh, hi. Hi, Barracuda. Short and old. She called us short and old. Barkerola bursts into the room.
Well, if it isn't our star musicista.
This isn't what we agreed on. I thought we'd make our preparations together.
When Regulus says collaboration or joint performance, she means improv. She means improv?
What preparations?
Yeah, that seems about right. Barkerola pats her chest as she tries to steady her breathing.
To begin with, we must do a survey of our guests' musical preferences, then prepare a song list to match. Then we must carefully organize our transitions to optimize the flow of the concert.
We're gonna skip step 1, 2, and 3.
Wait.
Can you imagine? Like, Regulus is already on stage announcing their performance. And Barkerola rolls up and says, what about our pre-steps?
Arrangements. Concert. What are you on about? This is rock and roll, love. A proper rock and roll party.
Love. Sit down, kids. I will tell you a story about a dance party held by the one and only Regulus.
No arrangements? No song list? This isn't what I was taught to do in Cremona. As musicians, we have a responsibility to ensure that every listener enjoys an exquisite and seamless experience. We must allow them to savor the emotion and artistry of each piece.
Isn't it interesting after now that we've done Barkerola's character story, how she left onto the free breeze because she wanted more freedom with her instrument and music, but still can't change who she is.
Sounds a bit stuffy, doesn't it? Come on, no reason to get all hung up on the details. Music is freedom. The only thing that matters in rock and roll are the vibes.
Honestly, the more I think about it, Regulus really fits into the time period with the groove stars. You know, the Big D and all of them. Regulus clearly holds no space for unnecessary formalities.
You don't use your brain. You feel it in your heart, babe.
Oh my gosh! You know, I don't know how you don't fall in love with Regulus though. If some girly pop was calling me babe and love in a British accent, how do you not fall in love?
Guess your miserable old music teachers never taught you that, eh?
She's attacking Barkerola. Regulus giving Barkerola pet names gives me life, right? Barkerola furrows her brow, but eventually her expression relaxes. Do you think Regulus is giving her nicknames because she's not sure how to pronounce her name? Or do you think it's like a cute thing? She's like maximizing her British flirt on.
Fine.
Both. Now I am feeling called out for being single. Look how worried she is, our poor girl.
But just to be clear, next time we do it my way.
Okay, take turns. That's good.
Cheers, love. You're an inspiration to musical directors the whole world over.
Let's go. Barkerola gave in to the riz. Flattery is often more effective than any incantation. She fell for it. She's blushing!
In the locker backstage.
She's just a girl. She's just a girl. How can she fight against the powers of Regulus? Rock and roll, easy, all you need. Frets, some 035. Fab. She's so British. Turn off the lights. Connect the sound system. Check the stylus. Pick a record. Position the tone arm. Raise your hands high. And get ready for a...
Is this what you call heavy metal?
There's no way we're queuing in for heavy metal.
What's that? No! First up is an iconic taste of psychedelic rock.
Okay.
But I haven't even found the power socket yet.
Just plug it into every single outlet. Hello, boss. Hello, Fajon. The clanging of metal echoes from the lower decks, growing louder and clearer. Then, oh my god! An eerie, otherworldly shrieking follows. Is it all the bodies Miss Grace is keeping in the basement? What's happening there? Are we suddenly turning into the zombie apocalypse on a ship? Followed by what feels like an earthquake. While the guests exchange uneasy glances, Sonetto has sensed that something is amiss.
Timekeeper, those sounds are familiar, aren't they? Metallic percussion sounds, sprinkled with screams of pain. Is Manus vindictive?
Those black and bizarre metallic creatures rear their heads once more. They're already here! Wait! Isn't this the guy who had Miss Kimberly's little toy for a while? He's still here. A torrent of metal instruments surges up from the stairwells to the lower levels, like oil gushing out of a pipe. Mr. Triangle. Wait, we can play instruments on that guy. We can play music there. That was his brother, actually. His brother. The sudden commotion sends the guests into an uproar. Don't worry, everyone. Stay calm. This is part of the music performance. They huddle together, whispering nervously to one another.
What? These persistent pests again? Which hellhole did they crawl out of this time?
Don't worry, Signora Regulus. I won't let them disturb your rock party.
Security, please. She stands calmly but fiercely before them.
You oafish barnacles are ruining the atmosphere and scaring our guests. I very much doubt you're doing this with the approval of Captain Grace.
She called them oafish barnacles. Who is she? Mr. Krabs? Who is she?
You should be working in the engine room, not making noise up on deck.
Okay.
Have you all forgotten the Seafarer's Code of Conduct?
Okay. Yes, let's try talking to them first. I'm sure. They appear unmoved. The Foundation's investigators step forward, immediately taking command of the situation.
Sonetto, Regulus, get the crowd out of here.
No! Our loving audience.
Get ready to engage with these Manus thugs. Understood. Miss Barkerola, I'll ask you kindly to step back from these brutes. Please, Signora. There's no need for alarm.
Italian.
I know they may look a little strange, but they're just engine crew. They work here.
You know them? You know them, Miss Barkerola? You know them?
And as such, as our musical director, I have some authority over them. Moreover, it is my duty to ensure all our guests have a safe and enjoyable stay.
They just awoke here. They're just a little grumpy.
Now I see how the Manus kept themselves hidden.
They just woke up from a little nap. But Tutu quickly finds herself trapped amid the restless crowd. She stands on tiptoe, dazzled by the countless overlapping shadows and rays of sunlight.
Is that Barkerola? What's she doing over there?
She's girl bossing. Amid curious and astonished gazes, Barkerola gradually approaches the dark mass of Manus followers.
If you've come to be entertained or perhaps for some music lessons,
So
I would be more than happy
Doing
to
this
assist
just
you
to
in the
get
crew
one step
quarters
closer to
later.
𝐒𝐤𝐢𝐚𝐥𝐬 Cafe.
Ryan, thank you so much for the sip. Wow. You still have one mission. A strong and honorable mission. Choo. Thank you for the sip.
However, your musical talents will not be needed at this time, as we already have a scheduled performance.
Honestly, though, they should be part of the performance. You could play music on their bodies. The Manus obviously spawned with a clear passion for the stage. Why else did one of them fall into a triangle? Okay, I'm not sure about this one, though. I'm not sure about this one. No heed is taken. Instead, a hammer is raised high. Are there any musical instruments that involve hammers?
Stop, son.
A drummer. He's a drummer. Do you think he's a drummer? All right, in we go.
Program activated.
Program activated. We don't read this. We don't read. There we go. Let's see. Look at these! They can be... This guy definitely is part of the rock and roll performance. Triangulist? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. This one? This one... This one he could be... part of... the... Well, we'll go back to him. This one! She's in charge of saying 3, 2, 1, action at the beginning of a performance. Very important. Very important. She finger guns at all the grandpas in the audience to get them in the mood. She does a lot and finger guns them. This one? Backup vocals. Metal, baby. Backup vocals. Yes, I like that. Good. Good, good, good. They're all part of the show.
Perfectly understood.
They're all part of the show.
Feel my dark embrace.
Conductor? I think we have Verdant to be the conductor, to be fair.
Start running.
Friendly attack.
Boop. Okay, okay. Da, 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 da. What should we do?
Pause.
Boop,
Charging.
boop,
Loading.
Huh.
Yum, yum, yum.
Faraday's miracle.
Yum, yum, yum. The sound of drum when I hit. I'm not sure about the symbolism, but the triangulists and drummers have been with Manus from the beginning. Does Arcana have some unresolved music class trauma? It was all part of the plan for the Manus to join in this big powwow as part of Regulus' rock and roll band. Honestly, I'd believe it.
Down. Charging.
Flee, mortals.
Huh.
You know, maybe
Eliminate target.
the whole spat between the Manus and the
And now,
Foundation
to return to
will
my
be solved
long-term
through the
mission.
power of music.
Breath.
Regulus' rock and roll will save the world. Is Arcana trying to get the band back together? It's like 𝐂𝐚, the anime. More and more Manus disciples fill the perimeter of the hall, surrounding those inside like trembling pen
Well, what's
sheep.
happening? Why are they acting crazy?
Yeah. Hasn't she noticed that the crew members, all they do is communicate in grunts? And has that not been alarming to her all these years she's been working here? I don't know. She stands resolutely, putting herself between the guests and the crazed Manus disciples, her heavy breathing condensing on the neck of her crackling box.
As the musical director of the Free Breeze, I can't allow you to harm our guests.
Yes, you tell them.
Enough of your nonsense, foolish outsider.
Huh? Ah! A flash of cold light streaks through the air.
No!
Who the hell was that?
Popo protect!
Popo? Popo protect? That sounds so cute. A shell-shaped ripple appears, deflecting the icy arrow.
Are you okay, Barkerola?
Oh my goodness. They actually tried to attack our redhead just there. Barkerola doesn't discriminate grunts, it seems. It seems so. She has a good heart. Fatutu darts out from the crowd, rushing over to Barkerola with no regard for the surprised stares of the 𝐒𝐚𝐭 behind her.
What are you doing, Fatutu? That is an outsider. Have you forgotten your duty
these are
to
all
your people?
Fatutu's peeps. A stern, familiar reprimand booms in her ears. It's because they tried the Manus! Is that why they're not showing them? Are they dripping goop? Are Fatutu's peeps dripping goop right now? There's no way they got gooped. Off screen. They got gooped out off screen. No. After studying the shaken musician, Fatutu nervously turns around. Her brother's figure looms in the shadows of the crowd. For the first time, this image deeply unsettles her.
No, never. But 𝐒𝐚𝐭, this is not defending our home. And it doesn't feel like avenging it either. What we suffered was not these people's fault. There has to be a better solution to all this.
Violence. We solve things with violence.
This isn't our way. It isn't right.
Fatutu stares fearfully as her brother draws closer. As he comes into the light, she finds herself staring into the face that is both familiar and strange.
𝐒𝐿𝐴.
Ah! They got gooped! Even his glorious pecs could not protect him from the goop. The sales on these Manus masks are skyrocketing. Each patch. How? No, it doesn't even match with this outfit. This is not right. Hello, Kimberly. Welcome in. It's been a while. Violence is not an answer, but a question. And the answer is yes. Their shell did change. Like, what happened to it? It looks funky. It looks very funky, and I don't appreciate it. 𝐒𝐿𝐴 gently shakes his head, and 𝐒𝐿𝐴 liquid drips from the seams of his mask.
Fatutu, we have no choice.
You've been gooped at Manus, probably. That was so fast. That was so fast. That was so fast. He seems more sane than the other Manus members, though, who've been gooped, right? How is he able to keep his head up right now? He seems mostly sane. Medical records. We assure you that we strictly adhere to established medical standards. That's what I say here as well. I swear, the interns adhere to strict medical standards. Shipboard and medical log. Wednesday. Charlie, 43, seasickness. Administered dimenhydrinate. Janice, 29, severe seasickness. Administered dimenhydrinate. 𝐒𝐿𝐴, 17, seasickness. Patient refused medication. Advised to open a window and get some fresh air. Are you actually allowed to open windows on a cruise ship? It's really trying how afraid some 17-year-olds can be of taking medication. Thursday. Alicio, 33, diarrhea from consuming excessive seafood. Administered dimenhydrinate. Advised to bed rest and adequate hydration. 𝐒𝐿𝐴, 17, scalded by a water heater. 𝐒𝐿𝐴 is really going through it. 𝐒𝐿𝐴 is going through it. Accompanying personnel were agitated and cursing. Calmed them down, cleaned the burn, and applied ointment. These two never ceased to amaze me. Last time I spent ages explaining seasickness meds, and now they talk about water fireboxes and heat pots? Where on earth are they from? I guess that's fair. I guess that's fair. They don't know about the heater. They don't know. Saturday. Received an emergency call from the crew informing me of an altercation involving 5 passengers in the dining area. treated 4 with minor injuries and 1 with a light injury on the spot. The captain tells me that it wasn't caused by those shell-wearing lads this time. Still, with their bizarre and smug demeanor towards others, it wouldn't surprise me if they got into trouble one of these days. Tuesday, Ira, 22, bloating, diarrhea, vomiting, high fever, administered 4 fluids, kept under observation. During observation, the patient showed signs of delirium, claiming the cruise had reached the new era and demanded to disembark and return to 𝐒𝐡𝐚𝐭. The shell on the patient's chest turned from white to red and developed numerous cracks. When questioned about this, the patient hastily hid the shell, and the accompanying person sternly rebuked us and changed the subject. Sus! So did their shell change because of the Manus influence or just because they've been away from home? Because their shell powers are connected to their home ties, right? Saerin, it's been a while since I see you. How are you? Yeah, it's been a while. I hope you've been taking care and doing well. Arcanus took a while to go crazy, I think. Oh, they have stronger mental. This job has better benefits than my day job. The on-call medical support, honestly, quite admirable. But do they have a therapy rock? I don't think so. Our therapy rock in the Rintern basement is available 24/7. You think this doctor is available 24/7? I don't think so. Also, look at the sad ship. Look at the sad ship. Look at what happened to it. What happened to it? What a sad little guy. Rin, the therapy rock hurts? I mean, you think the doctor is treating its patients kindly and gently? No. This is called tough love. Embrace the rock. Alright. Part 13. End of the sun. A pitch black ship enveloped in storm, rain, and hatred. What have they done to our ship? What have they done? Oh. The sound of scraping metal brings an end to the pumping rock music, painting a look of solemnity and fear on the faces of every guest. A lithe figure steps gracefully onto the stage. Is it Miss Grace? Oh!
Raise a toast, one and all.
Ay, 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 ay. Why she gotta be so gorgeous? Why is she so beautiful?
For we're in luck's good graces to be aboard this ship.
Are we?
A ship? Perhaps one ought to think of it more as an art.
She's gonna kill half of the people. She's Thanos! She wants to Thanos snap half the people on board and have the survivors only be the Manus. I can't believe this. Wait, was Thanos inspired by Jesus? Noah's Ark? What is this? The guests exchange uneasy glances. After a long silence, one guest hesitantly breaks the silence with a question.
Just what are you
What?
kidding?
No.
Oh, I get it. Is this some kind of surprise theme party, like a murder mystery?
Like a murder
Is that
mystery?
right, Miss Barkerola?
Yes, it's a murder mystery with more murder. You won't be able to solve the mystery when you're dead. Barkerola looks bewildered. The captain's sudden and strange appearance on the stage was certainly not part of any performance, at least not one she had prepared.
No, I didn't plan for any of this.
You aren't entirely wrong, though, Mr. Matthews. For this is certainly a surprise, if not so much a party as a ceremony.
You know, I can't imagine being Barkerola. Suddenly all her co-workers turn to be evil. her crewmates under the floorboards, her captain.
Allow me to congratulate you, our honored guests. Each of you with your unique talents, resources, and powerful connections.
And they're all trying to kill her
have
loving
earned
audience.
A chance to join Manus Vindicte.
I don't think this is what she wanted when she moved away from home.
If this is some kind of joke, Captain, I don't find it funny. So how about you knock it off?
What accent would you consider this? What accent is this? Guess
There's
number
no joke
2.
at all. Unless you plan on throwing away your precious opportunity to join us in the new era.
French? Is this French?
Oh, I get it. Is this some kind of surprise theme party, like a murder mystery?
Murder mystery? Antarctic accent. Antarctic.
What the hell is that supposed to mean? Have you gone insane?
I guess it's possible that you start sounding like this after talking to penguins all your life. In their fear and anger, the guests make to leave, but a young man in a mask swiftly blocks the doorway. Is it Toa? It's Toa!
Savior.
It's Toa!
Toa, ever since you put on that mask, you've been acting strangely, like a different person.
Oh, look at how their shells. What's up with their shells? What kind of shape is this even supposed to be? Salone survived. Salone survived, though. She can hardly recognize her dear friend at all.
You're wrong, Salone. I was lost after we left Melly, but now I've never felt so certain of myself.
The voice acting's going crazy, though. That's what I always think. Whenever a character goes through an angsty arc, they go...
You must ready yourself for the
they deliver.
Too. We must all be willing to sacrifice to bring our people into the new era.
He immediately just throws Salone off the ship. I can't. He proudly pounds his chest as he glares disdainfully at the trembling crowd before him.
As for these ignorant outsiders, they will never understand the depths of the crimes they've committed, or the punishment they deserve.
Wait, he's starting to convince me.
Calm down, Toa. Don't bother with these outsiders. They only care about themselves.
Calm down, he says. Calm down, he says. I'm late. Hello. Welcome in, though.
Only the storm can bring the change we need.
With bizarre masks, fervent prophecies, and the clinking of misshapen shells, they perform their unannounced stage play. Its audience cowers together in fear.
Lunatics!
Yeah.
Timekeeper, it seems as though the islanders aboard are working with Manus Vindicte.
Is it possible to pry the Manus masks off their face?
There's no telling what else the Manus have up their sleeve. We need to call for support.
We don't know of any
possible.
cure yet.
But our communications are jammed.
But they do seem more with it than the other people who have been infected by the Manus mask prior.
Regulus, are you able to reach Mr. Ulrich?
Yeah, where'd he go?
I should be. I've got no clue where he's at now. He dashed off with the roaring machine, mumbling something about sound wave frequency and nuclide R.
Okay.
Still, I might as well give it a shot.
Is Mr. Ulrich gonna pull
I can still recall
through?
the class's internal frequency, that is. Sinetto, we must calm the
This
situation
old managed to
before
lay her
things
mask down.
escalate
That's
further.
true! That's true! When they parted ways again, she was unmasked. That's true.
On it.
Let's go, Sinetto! Orders are issued methodically. Grace watches with interest as a navy top hat moves through the crowd. A gentle smile
Ladies
creeps
and
on her
gentlemen,
face.
perhaps you have yet to understand what the storm really is.
What is it?
No, perhaps we don't. Because I remember what you
Did
wrote
Boss get
in
the
all
codes?
the
I
time.
did! I redeemed those codes. Thank you so much for providing them.
The Free Breeze is equipped with a double hull and the most advanced communication systems available. capable of contacting rescue and support under any circumstances.
He's like a boat fanatic. He's gonna start listing off schematics of this place.
Yeah, and something about a stabilizing system. Why should we be worried about some heavy weather?
Some heavy weather. Isolde was more insane than any Manus mascot. True. True though.
Oh, the specifications of the ship are all very much true. No natural weather phenomenon could endanger us here. However, the storm I speak of is not a mere matter of churning wind and thunder, and no double hull nor stabilizing system could stand against it.
So, what the hell is this storm?
It is a cleansing. A deluge that will come to eradicate all the sickness of this world.
She's Thanos snapping. She's a Thanos believer. She's a Thanos stan. I can't believe this.
And an opportunity. A chance to reverse our course. All that is asked of you is an insignificant price.
Reverse? Price? What are you talking about?
In the 90s, veins turned into wires. In the 80s, skulls turned into geometric shapes. Oh, in the 60s, what fun we had then. The entire world became a pop art spectacle.
I forgot how creepy the storm side effects were.
And the Manus Vindictae have seen us through each one for all these many years.
The original baddie.
So, you're saying that the world is going to be transformed? And something weird will happen to our bodies too?
Yeah. Unless.
You are exactly right.
And the Manus were behind all of this? Why?
You know, they're catching on really well.
Now, don't be so harsh on us. We've made heroic efforts to cleanse this world of its sickness.
Sickness?
But each generation keeps making the same mistakes. Economic collapse. Environmental crisis. Endless wars and bloodshed.
But they're the ones who promote these things happening. They're the ones who encourage this chaos to spark the storm. What kind of propaganda is she spreading right now?
The wounds of this world must be cleansed. One deluge at a time.
That's what I don't really get about the Manus. What is their purpose? They keep triggering the storm. But why?
One that will reverse us to an even more distant past.
Maybe they just like time traveling. Maybe they watch Doctor Who one too many times and they're like, you know, we don't have a TARDIS, but we have a storm. Fear and anger intertwine. The crowd is like a volcano on the verge of eruption.
You're a lunatic, Captain. You need your head examined. Lady, you need a psychiatrist.
No, we know already. The psychiatrists don't work. The psychiatrists need psychiatrists. Kanya's not available. She can't even fix herself.
But these things you're showing us, they really happened?
No need to take my word for it. You will all bear witness to it soon.
She's like, Exhibit A. Pow pow! French man starts exploding. The crowd descends into a hushed panic. Every lapping of the waves can be heard amid their almost ghostly murmurs. Can you imagine though? You're like on a cruise vacation. You saved up all your year's savings to go on this cruise and to experience the most elegant and beautiful music performances. And then this happens to you? Where's my refund?
The storm is not coming.
I'd like to speak with the manager. Yes, Vernon, go! Oh?
We are from the St. Pavlov Foundation.
Yeah, there's no countdown on the storm for her. How is this possible? They keep calling this a new era, a new storm. One that Verdon can't read? But that means...
An organization dedicated to the protection and rights of humans and arcanists.
Oh, thank goodness.
As the timekeeper of the St. Pavlov Foundation, I can assure you, what she showed you won't happen here. Manus Vindictae are just trying to manipulate you into buying into their deception and hatred. Don't give in to this false fear. Please, everyone, remain calm.
What? Thank you for the gifted member, Ryan. Ooh. Another bamboo arrow shoots through the air.
Protect us? You? Don't make me laugh.
But Tutu doesn't hesitate to stop him. I broke it. Yeah, I was waiting. I was waiting to see who would be captured, but I think it's broken. Ryan, you broke it. Ryan. Ryan. Who will unveil the unlucky return? But Tutu doesn't hesitate to stop him. The friends are fighting now. I thought it was just my end. Oh no, oh dear. No, I think the membership's broken. How did that happen? I don't know. Maybe we're out of chains to give out. We need more hardware. 𝐒𝐡𝐚𝐭, I choose you. 𝐒𝐡𝐚 cast deflect. I honestly start to hate Toa, but he didn't deserve this kind of fate. Honestly, I don't mind Toa anymore. He was actually so sweet when he was learning about the other crew members, and he was like, oh my god, wait, they're kind of cute. He was just a little bit of an angsty guy, you know? He was a little bit of an angsty guy. And then right when one girly pop did something nice, he was like switching up. He was going back onto the good side. But then he followed Fatutu's brother over here to get the new eye swag. And, you know, one step forward, two steps back.
Toa, wait! She seems trustworthy.
He fell for the swag.
Maybe we should listen to what they have to say.
Really? You think these people care about rebuilding our home?
𝐒𝐡𝐚 casting Regulus as well. Oh, it worked this time! What is this? What does this mean? Thank you for the official gifted member. Lord Misplay has been captured. Dodged. I'm so sure that last one was supposed to be for 𝐒𝐡𝐚. And 𝐒𝐡𝐚 did some kind of matrix time reversal to dodge it.
Were they there when 𝐂𝐡𝐚𝐭 was hit by the great waves? Where was their protection then?
Well, not false.
I'm not sure. But I just can't bear the thought that we might make a decision we'll regret later. I don't want to see any more cracks and scratches on our shelves.
Oh. Her cries cannot overpower the murmuring of the guests, nor can they quell the rising fury of her kin. Oh! And they certainly cannot stop another poison arrow. I'm honestly shocked that they let these people onto the cruise ship with poison arrows. Were they just like home concocting the poison on the ship? Huh? What were they using? The toothpaste and the buffet food?
They're coming for us.
Arcane poisoning arrows. Ah! Grace is the captain. That's true. That's true. It's pre-2000s transport. You could go anywhere for a song in advance. The captain can't own the ship. No! Miss Grace made them board the ship, though. You're so right! You're so right. It's over.
Playtime, boys and girls.
Oh no, we're fighting the brother! Oh god. It's a 4-4 team. Kamuta Nukutai. I feel bad. But not bad enough.
Given that...
Loading.
Feel my dark embrace. Please, allow me. Form is above all.
Faraday's
I missed out on Fatutu even after 50 pulls. Oh. How does it feel having 37? 37 is such a cutie patootie. You know, I am wondering here, since I feel like there is going to be a storm on the horizon. One that Verdun can't detect. But is that where 37's gonna come in? Is she able to calculate this storm?
Charging. Walking training.
Yeah, hello. Hello, Mustache. What is the skinless babble? Your weakness, I can see. What kind of hello is that? Huh? What kind of hello is that? I'm gonna shake you in my fist. I'm gonna shake you. I'm gonna pluck. Do I have regular? Let me reach out into the basement. There you are! There you are, Regulus' mustache! You wanna say that again? You wanna say that again? I didn't think so.
You won't be disappointed.
Perfectly, and
you won't be disappointed. Loading.
It could be found.
I love 37. I made a whole Eureka team with her. 37's so adorbs. There we go.
And now to return to my long-term mission.
Easy.
Rest.
Boss, I have your tail as hostage. You can't do this. Unhand me. Ay, ay, ay. The hall is in utter disarray. Labored breathing, sighs, and sobbing blend together like a sickly pot of thick stew.
No, this isn't right.
What's that? She wants to say more, but the familiar scent of herbal incense suddenly over. Oh, no way! Sleepy Reeds, a herbal anesthetic used by the Nukatai priests during surgeries. This is not fair! They have poison arrows. They have a sleepy drug.
I think you need some rest, sister.
Huh? I'm sorry, Fatutu. This needs to be done.
No! How did they get Salone? Salone catches her as she falls unconscious. Was she a sleeper agent? Do you get it? Because she's putting her to sleep. Was she a sleeper agent this whole time? Was she just like play acting with Toa over there? Or did she cross over in the span of this conversation?
A fine speech, Miss Verdun. Such delectable, righteous indignation.
You know what I would have done if I was Verdun? I would have just immediately tackled Miss Grace. Just tackle her off the stage in a football brawl. Wrap her up, tape something over her mouth, and stuff her in a closet.
Surrender, Miss Grace. Your lies will not succeed here.
Isn't that what they always say?
To tell a lie brings the harshest
in war,
consequences.
in field battles, take down the general first. kinky. What I do with my grace is for me to know and you to never find out. Grace surveys the hall. Countless eyes are fixed on her. Anger, hostility, confusion, disdain. She has walked through it all before and never left a trace.
Everyone, whenever there's an imminent storm, my watch here starts a countdown. But there have been no signs of...
I'm scared, don't say this! Ah! Ah!
What a coincidence, Miss Burton. I so happen to have a similar device myself.
No! No!
3.
No, 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 no. How?
1.
Impossible.
Miss Burton, as you said, lies will not succeed here. The question is, who here is the liar? Ladies and gentlemen, I invite you to relish the sight before you. Here we are. The last evening on Earth.
No way! No way! They're giving... What? The title drop. The title drop. The end. The end. She doesn't even give us a chance to do anything? Like, our team had no chance at all. They didn't know the storm was coming. They didn't know the Manus infiltrated. They had no intel, no ability. What? How? No! No. That animated sequence, too? They really pulled up. How come whenever the Manus is here, they get so many style points? That's not fair. I thought we were gonna get a nice moment where Miss Grace holds our hand or something and they have like a hush-hush talk about how she may or may not be a Foundation spy and a wink, oh, you can survive if you head over to this coordinate. But there was nothing like that. There was nothing like that at all. Okay then, well, all right. Part 14, a call for help. A bit of good news and a lot of bad news. We have to have like an umbrella put away somewhere for us, right? After all of Vienna happened, we have to have an umbrella, right? There's no way. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Ah! Ulrich though with his nuclide R. But how is he gonna mass cast it on the whole ship? I don't know. The figure running down the corridor narrowly avoids another container, the ferrofluid violently swirling in his tank.
Flux's sake, I can't work under these dim lights. Could this cheapskate cruise liner not spring for some decent halogens or fluorescence?
Does Ulrich glow in the dark? Can Ulrich glow in the dark? Ulrich briskly makes his own way down the corridor, the asymmetrical nuclide R collector inside his briefcase buzzing loudly.
Just as I expected. The closer I get, the more erratically the collector's gauge reacts. I must pinpoint this ship's current location as soon as possible.
It's like he's treasure hunting.
Wait, the readings are a bit off. Is it because of the seawater? Or is there an abundant load of nuclide R in this area?
Which is it, sir? Which is it? That's important. He crouches down, laying the suitcase on the ground and pounding on it. He's fixing technology like how I fix things. Surely that worked well.
This
Okay.
thing must be broken. Oh, when I get my hands on the engineers responsible for maintaining this, I swear I'll...
I think he's lost it. I think he's lost his mind.
Calm yourself and think, Ulrich. Did you miss anything crucial?
Did you try turning it off and on? Oh.
Yes. The oily slime in the power supply room. A rudimentary test showed that its refractive index and infrared spectrum closely matched our samples from Manus Vindictae.
Right. Right. The ringing of the communicator interrupts his thoughts.
Who's calling? Regulus?
Regulus.
Finally!
Your pupil.
I've been trying to reach you for a while now, Ulrich.
Yeah, you know what? He's kind of neglectful. It wasn't a Regulus. They were having like such a cute dynamic. Like she was his protege, and he just, you know, pirated her most prized possessions and left.
Calling to check on the artificial storm project, are you? I still have a way to go. I'll call you when I need a hand or two.
People are dying, sir.
No. I'm afraid I'm not offering you a hand.
We need a hand. Yes. Yes, give us your hand, please.
We need you topside, you fabulous fish tank. There's a gang of Manus thugs here.
Wait, the nicknames this event. Fabulous fish tank.
No. We need you topside, you fabulous fish tank.
You fabulous fish tank.
We need you topside, you fabulous fish tank.
You fabulous fish tank. I love her. Love her. Ulrich leaps to his feet. Amid the static, he has caught the most crucial piece of information. That you're fabulous! Never forget it.
The Manus.
Oh.
Huh.
Our priorities are not the same. Maybe that's why he's the scientist.
There's sure to be a considerable amount of nuclide within their masks. Perhaps I don't need this unreliable scrap of metal after all.
True. Pry it off of their masks.
Send me your location straight away, Regulus.
Let's go.
Where are these Manus thugs?
Yeah, you know, kind of everywhere. A surging dark mass of people blocks Ulrich's view. I'm gonna picture it. It's like going to be like Ulrich shucking oysters, but he's gonna be shucking the masks off of people's faces. Is he ready for this? Is he ready?
Flux's sake. This is a bigger crowd than I expected.
What the flux? His bulb stands out amidst the crowd. He does light up. He is fluorescent, causing the spread of a new panic as they retreat from him.
Who is this fucking light bulb?
Get those oysters and ready.
Oh my god! I don't want to end up with a light bulb for a head!
No! He's causing more panic.
Huh? What are you talking about?
They think you're hideous. Ulrich nimbly dodges the hammer blow. Intense electrical impulses surging through his body. Wait! I never thought about Ulrich as a fighter before. He controls electric surges. Will we get a taste
Another
of him in
extract of
battle?
asymmetrical nuclide armor.
Ah! Smooth. Though poised to take action, Ulrich is promptly stopped by the pleading hostages.
Ulrich! We're over here!
Wonderful. I should be able to extract even more over there.
Shuck them! Shuck them! He is immediately cut short upon entering the crowd. Everyone's just lining up for the Ulrich shuckiness. What do you call the people who shuck oysters? The shuckers? Everyone's lining up for the #1 shucker, Mr. Ulrich. The shuckums.
This seems to be a bit more than a gang. Closer to a horde, really. You understated your situation, Regulus.
Teehee.
Your help is much appreciated all the same, Mr. Ulrich.
Help?
I love this
I'm afraid I
BGM
won't
too.
be much help to you, Timekeeper. Fighting is far from my specialty.
No, no, no. This is your training arc. This is where it all begins.
Blimey!
Regulus is like, why did we even bring you here?
They seem to be corralling the guests. At least they aren't hurting them for now.
I keep going back and forth. Is Miss Grace nice or not? She hasn't been hurting the guests yet when she could have. Maybe she's nice?
It isn't about hurting them. She wants to recruit more followers.
Oh. Countlessly steely, emotionless eyes scan the crowd with icy precision.
Is there a single ship in this whole bleeding world that
She's
doesn't
doing
belong
mental
to either the
damage.
Foundation or the Manus?
She really is. She's casting mental damage.
Mr. Ulrich, does Laplace possess any technology that could detect an imminent storm?
We made several attempts to do so in the aftermath of the second storm, but none of them proved effective. Since that time, we've become reliant on the storm alerts from the Foundation, or more specifically, from you, Timekeeper.
It's over.
Miss Grace claimed that the storm was coming, and she managed to accurately predict the occurrence of
Is
the
this a
anomaly
new
outside.
storm or a fake storm? New or fake? New or fake? New or fake?
Yet, my watch has shown no sign of an imminent storm.
Light rain is tapping on the porthole. Sonetto unconsciously tightens the cuffs on her sleeve.
In any event, I believe in you, Timekeeper.
Thank you, Sonetto. But it isn't you that I need to convince. It's them.
It would be absolutely ridiculous if Miss Grace actually just pulled out a regular stopwatch and went like, it's coming. 3, 2, 1. Look out the window. There's no way. There's no way. That would be ridiculous. Countless eyes filled with fear, suspicion, and hostility remain fixed on them. But they've been calling it a new
No
type
wonder
of
my readings were going wild. Apologies, Timekeeper. Though nothing would make me happier than disproving Manus Vindictae, I can't deny the possibility that these phenomena are precursors to the storm.
And the eclipse! The wind howls fiercely. Look at the ship's so tiny like this. The horizon has become almost completely obscured. Far-off islands and faintly visible reefs blend into one another, as if smeared with an even darker shade of paint. Amid the crowd, people slump to the ground, their sobs lingering in the air.
Please, everyone, listen. We have to stay calm.
She sounds so tired. Struggling to her feet, with the help of her crackling box, Barkerola rises to fulfill her duty once again.
I ask you to put your faith in me and in the free breeze.
Oh.
I should have never come to this.
No!
I want to go home. I'm scared.
POV me on a group project actually though. I'm late again. No, what chapter are we, guys? We're at, I believe, 14. We're at 14. Florida Lisa, welcome in. And this is your birthday. Was it today? Is it today that's your birthday? I remember you mentioned that your birthday was coming up. This scene made me feel sick. Sick with it. Ready to get down and boogie?
Someone help us. Please.
This really is a nightmare, right? If something goes wrong and you're trapped on a cruise ship. It was yesterday! Aw, Florida Lisa, happy belated. I hope you had a great birthday and some wonderful celebration and good food, good people. Yes, yes, yes. Barkerola's voice is utterly drowned out by the wails of the crowd.
What can I do to get these people's attention?
Oh, that gets people's attention. That does. That does. Thank you, you too. Happy 4th, happy birthday. A massive sound resonates from the bow of the ship, sending a vibration so strong that many are thrown to the ground.
What's happening?
Morse code? What is this?
Due to low visibility at sea, some public services on the free breeze will be temporarily suspended. We apologize for any inconvenience caused.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Cabin. Announcement, sir.
We are now entering an area of treacherous reef.
Love that.
During this time, there may be some sharp shifts in course.
Very Titanic of them. Is Say gonna watch the 2.5 live stream? I am. I will be. We'll be watching it live. Yes.
In order that we might reach the new era as soon as possible, the free breeze will forge ahead at full speed.
Okay then. Well, that's just, I was hoping he was a pre-recorded individual, but no, he's a brain rot individual. He's a Manus individual. That's
Please stay indoors, and in case of emergency, hold on to the handrails.
Are there handrails?
I repeat, please stay indoors and hold on to the handrails.
Okay.
Captain Grace, why in the world is the free breeze going full speed through these reefs?
To embrace the future.
Right.
But if we strike any of these reefs, the damage could be catastrophic.
Right.
Not as catastrophic as missing our chance to embrace the storm.
Her softly spoken words fall on deaf ears.
I won't stand for this.
How has no one tackled her yet?
Into joining your cult.
True, angry guest. True.
Oh, I'll bet there's no reef, no storm at all.
Oh?
This is trickery, and I intend to prove it.
Can you imagine it's not Verdon's team who solves this issue, but it's angry guest #1?
Do as you wish,
I don't know, he
sir.
spoke so passionately that I believe in him.
Please watch your footing. The wind is howling outside.
Isn't that a song lyric? Like sardines stuck in a claustrophobic tin boat of death. This is such a nightmare scenario, right? I'm already a little freaked out about cruise ship. As I get older, the more airplanes and cruise ships scare me. Like, how do you trust a floating contraption that has 3 tiers of swimming pools, pianos, ballrooms, thousands of guests on board? I don't even understand the mechanics of all that. She gives a polite nod as the guest storms out of the cabin.
Look, I'm standing firm as a boulder.
Go, angry guests, go. The guest stands firm on the deck, like a warrior singing triumphantly between Scylla's cliff and Shari whirlpool. That is, until he's struck by the power of the wind. I believed in you! We all believed in you! Don't get blown away! Charybdish Naruhodos. Well, okay. Well, his scream is quickly drowned in the storm as he vanishes into the void. Miss Grace is a baddie and a baddie at the same time. She really is. One guest pulls the hatch closed again, blocking out the howling wind outside.
The gentleman is gone.
Well, to be fair, that was probably his fault. That was probably his fault. You know, I don't know what he was trying to do there. Poor weather is poor weather.
Miss Grace, you murdered that man.
What an utterly baffling accusation. Have I shot him? Stabbed him? No. The choice was always in his own hands, wasn't it?
Is this what gaslighting's all about? Gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss. Gaslighting our Burton. She's gaslighting our Burton. That's not allowed. After a long while, one quivering guest steps
Captain,
forward.
You said you'd save us if we joined Manus Vindicte, right?
It's not as simple as that, I'm afraid. But relax. There is only a small trial to pass. Then the new era waits.
Oh god. She gestures to an all too familiar mask.
You may feel a little disoriented, but your body will be in no danger.
So, if we all put on these masks, then this nightmare will be over?
I mean, yeah, you're gonna go night-night.
Things can't get any worse than they are now, can they? Give me the mask!
How does she always have this, by the way? She always has a mannequin procured with a mask on. She's like those infomercials that appear on cable television. #1 salesperson right here, Miss Grace. Why is it getting closer?
This will be the bravest leap you've ever taken over the fence.
Sonetta turns to the crowd.
Please, everyone, don't fall for her lies. She doesn't offer you salvation, but slavery. Don't give up your free will. Listen to her. We've got to be free to choose for ourselves.
Start playing the rock jams, Regulus.
Rock, blues, classical, or heavy metal, it doesn't matter. Each of us is our own melody. The Manus will take that from you.
That's beautiful.
It's our turn, Timekeeper.
Huh?
I'm at your command.
Oh. Oh god. What does this mean?
Right.
What does this mean?
Our priority is to bring the guests back to their senses.
What does this mean? But there haven't been any storm syndromes. Like, storm symptoms. There haven't been. Not like we usually see. And the mask. Like, Fatutu's brother has been acting rather reasonable. I don't even know if the masks are real right now. Maybe it's like the placebo effect for Mr. Toa. Mr. Toa is the only one freaking out with the Manus mask on. You know, maybe it's like the placebo. He puts on the mask and he's like, hell yeah, I can be an asshole again. I don't know. I don't know.
Which of these
but
shall we
Ulrich
attempt
is
first?
getting the actual nuclide R from those masks, so I'm assuming the masks are real. I don't know.
Everyone, please listen to me.
I can only
The
think of
storm isn't
toes
coming
when she
anytime
says
soon.
toe. Yes, Burton, yes! Convince them all.
The St. Pavlo Foundation will
Remember
ensure
your time at the debate club.
But you and your foundation have been hiding the truth behind the storm from the public. How can we trust
It's
you?
not our fault. We pinky promised that we wouldn't say our little secret. It was very hush-hush. We spat on it.
Don't lose hope. The Foundation and the LSCC have been working
Night-night,
hard to
are you
overcome
going to
the storm.
bed, Ryan?
We've
Are
never
you
been
going
so
to
close
sleep
to achieving it.
asleep?
Really? Is that
Oh,
true?
Ryan's dying. Oh god.
Yes, our research on the storm
Put on
is
your
the
little
verge
man
of
a
a
sleeping
breakthrough,
mask and
one
have a
that
little
will benefit
eepee.
everyone.
Come on, guys. Do you really want to plaster one of those things on your face?
Yeah, look how
You'll never be able to eat again or listen to music.
that. Yes, Regulus. That was exactly what I was gonna say.
Hey, what kind of life would that be?
Don't waste your breath on these lapdogs. They're all bark and no bite.
Right? Don't the Manus members sound normal? More normal than they usually do? I don't know. But they have the nuclide R. I don't know. I've been half asleep for the last entire day. Oh no, Ryan, you've been sleepwalking. We're now in year 2035.
Perfectly understood.
Down. Charging.
Feel my dark embrace.
say
Where is
sorry.
Fatutu? True, where is
The
Fatutu?
light that illuminates all.
Where has she been? She hasn't said anything for a while.
You will pay for this.
Hell's Gates!
You
Did
will
she
pay
just say
for
Hell's
this.
Gates?
Pause.
Loading.
Run. Start running.
Eliminate target.
Fatutu passed out. Oh yeah, she got gassed. She got gassed. She's actually having a little eep right now. Are you waking up at wee hours of the morning for the Reverse 1999 stream? I'm going to try my best. We do have a waiting room set up already for the live stream watch along. So that is the plan. That is the hope. That is the dream. Whether it'll be the reality is something that I'm slightly uncertain of. The last time we tried to wake up for a reverse live stream, that really has shaken my core beliefs.
Charging. Target confirmed.
Setting my alarm for the event tomorrow. You know, the last time I tried to do the live event watch along, I set up an alarm too, but I think unconsciously I set it for the wrong time. So as long as I set 3 alarms for the correct time this time around, it should be alright. We can only try. It's currently 9 AM for you, Fleur-de-Lis. Oh, you're stronger than I am.
Shall I, Master?
Allow me to
Shall I, Master?
Go.
Pause.
Faraday's miracle.
We didn't even have to all.
Civilians have calmed down, Timekeeper. Take a moment. I'll deal with the rest.
Oh, Sonetto's actually best girl. Sonetto's actually best girl. And also, I didn't notice this whole time, my merch advert was blocking her beautiful face. Everyone, did you know I have merch now? I have merch now at uwumarket.us/collections/4rin. That's right. That's right.
No, Senator. This crisis is far from over.
I'm from the Philippines. Ah! Exclamation merch. Yes, Regulus is Resesh. Yes.
Good grief. How many passengers are on this bloody thing?
Merch won't get you Sanya. That's right. Merch won't get you Sanya, but it'll get you your very own pocket, say.
Your first-hand experience is our best advertisement.
Is it a Bob plushie? Hello, Delta. Welcome in. All right. The guests remain in turmoil as the believers and skeptics argue among one another. Fear and confusion quickly spread through them like ink in water, and soon.
I put on the mask.
I'm saved.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know, guys. I don't know.
Thank you, Miss Grace.
You can hear the goop.
It hurts. It hurts so much.
Help.
Okay, maybe the masks are real. Okay, she's growling. She's growling. This is what I imagine happens when you take on and put on the Google Glass. The moment you put on the Google Glass, this is what happens as well.
Can't let more of
I've been to an app. What's the Apple one too? The Apple one, the Apple eyewear. I've been to the Apple store once when they put on the Apple VR set, and it was pretty similar to this. That man also started growling. Her voice is almost entirely drowned out by the roaring crowd.
These stubborn outsiders must be silenced. Take them away.
The Apple Riggy Hamburger. Yes, that. Yes, that one.
Let our revenge begin with them.
He turned more sadistic. I don't know what happened to Kamuta. Renukateo!
Salone, take my troubled sister back to her room. The softness of her heart has clouded her judgment, just as her shell shows.
Huh.
Chief.
Huh. Black ink seems to stain every one of their faces. The upheaval has engulfed the 𝐒𝐡𝐚𝐭 along with countless other innocents.
Mom, I want to go home.
Just think if something happened, sweetheart. Remember that toy your dad bought you? It's waiting for you at home. We'll be there soon.
Where's Dad now?
Just put this on.
Trembling, the mother slowly lowers the mask on her child's face.
No!
Not the baby. Barkerola lunges forward, knocking the Manus hand out of her hand.
I don't believe your job description permits you to interrupt our guests. Does it, Miss Barkerola?
I don't understand, Captain Grace. Why are you letting this happen? Why are you doing this?
Grace carefully picks up the still humming mask and brushes off the dust. She steps forward.
Cheer up, dear girl. Hold that chin up high. Now that's the spirit. The brightest star of the free breeze forever and always. Just take a look. Your loyal fans are waiting for your next show. Won't you play some of those beautiful melodies for them again?
But, Miss Grace, what do you mean by the storm and diseases of the world and this new era?
If evil, why so beautiful? All those lines she just said, I was getting convinced.
Oh, it's all so much simpler than you think, Miss Barkerola. In the new era, all that you hated in this time will vanish, as if it had never been there at all. The city of violins you swore you'd never return to will soon be forgotten. Washed away in the coming storm.
But that's not what she
Your
wants.
wish will come true. You'll never need return to it. You couldn't even if you tried.
Never again?
Oh no! Baby Barkerola! Memories of her home. The towering bell tower of the cathedral, the creaking footbridges of the dock, the Cremona Music Festival competitor list that never displayed her name, and the scent of torta and risotto. She has been far away from that world for so long, yet there before her eyes she sees it again. The
What
report
was it
card.
you said about that rotten little town? The monotony of sound, the disappointment of those old fossils and their little worlds. Is that right?
Oh,
Yes.
baby!
I said I never wanted to go back.
She's falling for
Keep
it!
your hand steady this time, my dear. You must be certain.
Do you notice how all the baddies, the higher up baddies in the Manus are all alluring, beautiful girls? I don't know. They figured out the formula. They figured out the formula. Her trembling hand reaches for her peculiar silent instrument. She cradles it in her arms. Ah, no, look, 𝐂𝐡𝐚𝐭. Yo, she probably shreds on that. She totally does. She plays it with her tongue. No, but there's no way Barkerola's putting that thing on. There's no way. She's stronger than that. Yeah, the crackling box. The familiar texture of the adhesive holding it together reassures her. She runs her fingers over it before greedily moving on to the rest. Then, in the intricate structure of the instrument she created, she finds all the pieces familiar. A fingerboard, strings, a soundpost, a bridge, tuning pegs, a violin.
No!
Fight back, girl! Fight back! A sudden warmth bursts forth within her, urging her to push the mask aside. Ah! The only thing that can fight against a beautiful lady is another beautiful lady. Let's go. Let's go! Manuscript awaiting publication. Perhaps a few more names should be included in the list of authors. Research on stable materials, validation from artificial storm experiments, first draft. Abstract. Oh no, it's like an actual scientific study paper. Chapter 1, Introduction. 1.1, Research Background and Significance. 1.2, Current State of Academic Research. 1.2.1, Immunity Rituals. 1.2.2, Space Telescope. 1.2.3, Chaos and Numa. Numa. Are you saying you want to fight? I always want to fight, Kiryu. I always want to fight. I'm a violent person, at heart. Note, this section references the Lorentz butterfly, and the reproducibility of their results is subject to verification. 1.3, Existing issues in current research. 1.4, Main research content of this paper. Chapter 2, Experimental materials and methods. 2.1, Experimental materials. 2.1.1, Biological materials. Seeds, resin, young dragon tongue tubes. Vesicle bugs. Fire moth powder. 2.1.2, Mineral materials. Obsidian, sea urchin fossils, volcanic rocks, chalcedony, vermiculite. 2.1.3, Artificial products. Camera, spectrometer, records, compass, Nixie tube. 2.1.4, Arcane items. Critter hair, slime, condensed raindrop, mithril, platinum, Ouija. Note, the slime samples contain arcane materials related to Manus Vindictae. A report is to be filed to the Timekeeper. Get that slime. Get that slime. Honestly, Miss Grace is supplying Ulrich with so much slime. He can become like a slime ASMR artist like this. 2.2, Experimental equipment and instruments. Why is your full hand so tender right now? I'm gentle with all the rinturns, aren't I? 2.3, Experimental methods. Criteria for selecting sites of supernatural phenomena. Connection of water sources to reaction containers. Injection method for asymmetrical nuclide R. Preparation and use of 73.5% rainwater. Operation of sonic catalytic reactions. Standards for experimental logs and waste disposal. Chapter 3, Properties of experimental materials in the storm environment. Ooh. We can be testing all of these things right now. Stability of materials, stable materials, unstable materials, materials with no significant correlation, correlation with aerosickness, materials that can suppress aerosickness, materials that can aggravate aerosickness, materials with no significant correlation. Chapter summary. All right. Part 15, a new page turned. Yes, my dear, it'll be a place that neither troubles you nor keeps you up at night. No more troubles, no more troubles. Good sleepy sleeps. I want to see actual dragon in this game, right? We've seen sea dragons, I feel like, but not an actual fantastical
I'm confused,
dragon.
Toa. If these disbelievers are a danger to our vengeance, why are we only locking them up? Shouldn't we just toss them overboard?
Salone's the actual menace. Out of Salone and Toa, who would have thought Salone was the real menace in this duo?
The chief wants Fatutu to decide how to deal with them. A test of her allegiance and her conviction.
Oh my gosh, Mr. Toa's still a goody goodo. A goody good goober.
After she puts on the mask, of course.
Ugh. They didn't have enough masks for Salone. They're like, oh, we only have one left. We're gonna give this one to Fatutu.
You're afraid, Salone. Don't be. The trial isn't difficult. I see things so clearly now.
They're just prescription glasses.
I don't know, Toa. I trust in 𝐒𝐚𝐭's leadership, but still.
Just like always, you're waiting for everyone else to test the water before you jump.
I just feel that there's something wrong.
Oh.
You say you're not afraid,
I love
Toa,
𝐒𝐿one.
but I hear your chains clinking. You're shaking too.
Oh, wait, I love these kids.
Shut up.
Oh.
Only because we're in a freezer.
He really is a great embodiment of an angsty teenage boy. He's trying to step up for everyone, but he's still scared. A familiar place. I remember this place. Also, with another bunch of children. Not the best.
Blimey, locked up again. At this rate, I'll have my imprisoned on all 7 continents bingo card before I turn 20.
Not bad, Regulus, not bad.
It's an honest bet I've spent more time behind bars than my own home.
It sure is part of the adventure, Regulus, isn't it?
I wasn't aware that you had a home. Beyond the ship, I mean.
Of course I do, love. The whole of London is my home.
Does she think she's like the queen or something? What's happening here?
I've walked its streets. I've inspired its people. I fought for its music. Its spirit stamped on my very soul.
So she's homeless. She lays down on the streets of London. One thing's for certain, you can always count on Regulus somehow getting into jail. She's homeless, yes. Technically, you're homeless too? Me? And timeless. Well, we always have the suitcase to cozy up in, at least. We have a room in the suitcase. I guess Regulus does too. But when she gets let out loose of the suitcase, she do be homeless. She paces back and forth in the cell as she passionately proclaims her cause. Rebellious artists often fall into such radical expressions.
And jolly old London will always have a harbour open for this captain and her apple as a token of... Wait, Barkerola, what are you doing here?
She's just, locked up too. A familiar silhouette appears in the prison door window.
Well, I suppose those tin heads aren't the type to appreciate a true artist. Jealous of our talents, no doubt.
Miss Grace said to give you special treatment, Barkerola.
Huh?
These prisoners are ours to deal with, so don't get any ideas.
Huh? Does Toa think Barkerola is gonna torture the prisoners?
What?
This is weird. This is all weird.
Barkerola, don't tell me you're siding with these tone-deaf goons!
The door creaks open and Regulus stumbles back a few steps. What greets her isn't the familiar sweetheart of the ship, nor the elegant musician, but a tear-streaked, almost disheveled and helpless face of a young girl. No. What happened?
Just
confused.
It seems like there's only one way forward, but...
Oh, baby!
The captain said that only those who put on the mask have a chance to survive the storm. And that everyone else, the unbelievers, the forsaken, will vanish.
She's just a little dramatic. It's okay.
Miss Verton, tell me the truth. Please.
Oh, not this music.
What will happen if I put it on?
Her voice is almost entirely drained of strength.
If I reach this beautiful new era Miss Grace speaks of, what will happen to Cremona? The streets, the cathedral, all of the people I grew up with. Will I ever be able to see them again?
The truth is, after the storm, there may still be a Cremona. But every face, every song, every brick from each house to the cathedral will be different. The storm will wash away almost all traces of this era. But you can still help us, Miss Barkerola.
Me? How?
No matter when the storm arrives, we must fight till the last second to help as many people survive as possible.
I need some time to think.
The door slams open again.
Your visiting time is over, Barkerola.
Oh.
Better not overstay your welcome.
How is it that Salone and Toa are the prison guards here? What is the situation? Oh, poor baby! Barkerola wipes the tears from her eyes, taking deep breaths as she tries to steady herself.
I have another request. Could you tell me where Fatutu is? I just want to see her, is all. As a friend.
Oh. Oh. I don't know who's the better pairing in this event. Barkerola and Regulus, or Barkerola and Fatutu. They're all so sweet. They're all so cute. The captain's cabin is calm compared to the carefully crafted atmosphere of fear and eeriness on the rest of the ship. Carefully crafted. A delicate hand turns the knob on the radio, switching it to a more secretive frequency.
They're well aware of your contribution.
Aww.
To follow their divine guidance, we must be willing to renounce both body and mind.
Who is this she's talking to?
Well done.
Oh my god! Oh my god. Him. It is he. Oh, wow. The heck? Victor, Jason, actually though, it's been a while, forget-me-not. It is true, the last time we saw him, he was with Miss Grace. Apostle Grace.
To think those white suits are so sure they've caught us off guard. Oh, I can't wait to see the despair in their eyes when they fall flat on their faces. I can imagine it now. Let us all observe a moment of silence for those lost in our latest failure. Let us honor them as eternal monuments of our cause. How pathetic.
I forgot how dramatic this man was. But also the voice acting, even with this effect on it, peak. Despite the static, the ridicule in Forget-Me-Not's tone rings clear.
Oh. And what about this Laplace rat that I hear has stowed away on board?
Yes, the awakened ferrofluid sample named Ulrich. One of the major contributors to the creation of the Equilibrium umbrella.
Let's hope his little umbrella keeps him.
He's just so... How do you call this? He's so schmarmy, so schwarmy-mormy. So schmarmy-mormy.
He may end up in much deeper waters.
You know, honestly, if you threw Ulrich into the sea, I feel like he would survive, right? He's like built in a fish tank.
The ritual materials are nearly assembled, and we are accelerating our recruitment.
He looks like he would do well scuba diving. The ritual materials. Accelerating our recruitment.
The new 𝐒𝐡𝐚𝐭 spirit shells
It's like
have
she
yet
was
to
actually
reach
passing
their
out
most
flyers.
optimal form. It could hinder the stability of the ritual if they're not immersed in pure negative emotion.
Your commitment to quality is impressive, but the shells needn't be perfect to perform as needed. Do not waste time unnecessarily.
I feel like she's stalling. She's stalling.
Do you understand, Apostle Grace?
She's stalling. She's stalling. Maybe she's not a bad guy. Maybe we can still love her. I don't know.
I trust you've learned from the last failure.
Yes.
Last failure.
Excellent. A teleportation array has been set up for you, but it will last only a short while. You must begin
Teleportation
the ritual as soon as your ship
array.
reaches the target location.
Teleportation array. It's because of stuff like this that sometimes I feel like Arcana is still alive. But we did see her in a dusty little powdered form, so I don't know.
Manus Vindicte awaits your return.
Yes, Mr. Forget-Me-Not. I will always follow their guidance.
She's so gorgeous. The communication ends, leaving only the echo of the final words spoken through it. Grace raises a pale hand and gently caresses the intricate pattern on the spirit shells. Last failure? Is she talking about Druvis III? I don't know if he's talking about that or the whole Arcana debacle, but I don't feel like Miss Grace was involved in that. Oh, he means the motel. Ah, yeah, okay. Motel. That's right. Evaluation meeting. We need to first determine who's at fault before we can identify who needs improvement. Accountability measures. We can't allow failure and betrayal to run rampant indefinitely. Don't you agree, Miss Grace? The shadow of the serpent twists under the light, appearing several times larger than its true form. Yes, replies another shadow, trying to lower itself as much as possible. You quickly identified that the toy was a contract item used to control the succubus, which is impressive. It also shows you're different from the Matthias and possess wisdom befitting an apostle. The striking rod clinked against the teacup, producing a melodic sound. I'm sorry that others fell to Kimberly's betrayal. I did overestimate the potency of the contract item. If you'd shown less mercy to that succubus and given her stricter orders, this tragedy might have been averted. Likewise, if you had been more ruthless in Texas, you wouldn't have wasted so much time there and would not have lost the contract item in the chaos. Although, in the end, losing it was Igor and his subordinates' fault, not yours. Thank you for your guidance and understanding. Steel yourself, merciful little Grace. Showing compassion to a viper only gets you bitten. Remember, this is your next mission. The Nukutais. They will present us with the spirit shells. Your capabilities are undeniable. I still hold some faith in you. At last, a hot cup of tea is stirred into a cold one, and the serpent's shadow vanishes out the door without even flicking its tongue. Oh, and I shouldn't need to remind you. Any unforeseen events during the mission must be reported, especially anything related to Verdun. This is also according to their guidance. Yes, it's all for their return. Who's speaking with who here? Who's speaking with who? We have Miss Grace? Who's the serpent? Who looks larger than they really are. And their guidance, their return, it must be Arcana. They must be trying to bring her back. The snake is a forget-me-not. It does seem like forget-me-not, right? Has forget-me-not had any snake symbolism? I believe so. I believe we've seen that before. Ay, 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 ay. His boss fight. Yes, his boss fight. With the piano and everything. It's been so long. It's been so long. Snakes and vipers are a motif of his. He has snake scales. Sounds like they want to bring Arcana back and are being vague about it. Yeah. In chapter 2, there was a trail about Forget-Me-Not being seen as a snake or scaly. Ah, right. It's hard to tell because his snake scales are near his wrist. Yeah, I don't think I've noticed that before. I should take a closer look. He does look like a white snake, doesn't he? His coloring, his eyes, the way he speaks even. His boss alt is a snake eating the whole team. His neck too. Interesting. It's interesting how they said Merciful Little Grace. It makes sense now with her name. Her name being Grace. Alright. Part 16. The oars are shaped here, and the waves crash here. Not every breeze is destined to last forever. Barkerola.
It's no use. The cabin's wall is heavily reinforced. My arcane skills can barely scratch it.
Oh.
I guess that's why they didn't even bother taking our stuff.
Lorenz skills. Feels like this event tells us to read up on the early chapters in preparation for chapter 9. Yeah. Does feel like it.
You've got
So
to
many
have
references.
some miraculous trinkets up your sleeve to bust us out, right?
True.
You're the pride of Laplace, after all.
Laplace is not a circus, and I am no magician.
So you got nothing?
But I may have something that can help. I have a small amount of TNT and some Tier pillar solvents.
What is this? What is this? He has TNT in his pocket?
The former can blast the door open. However, it will likely blast us to smithereens along with it.
Yeah.
The latter is much safer, of course. All we need to do is apply to the walls and then wait for a couple of days.
Couple of days.
We're abso-friggin-lutely screwed, aren't we?
Do we risk being blown up, or do we risk the end of the world coming before we get out?
Don't be gloom, Miss Regulus. We aren't beat yet.
Ulrich sets aside the obviously useless tools. He has made a much more important discovery.
Take a look at this, Timekeeper.
He has a television!
The Breeze's heading since it left Sydney. Though unfortunately, something has been jamming our signal.
Oh?
Yet, we can still extrapolate from my earlier readings that this ship is not heading to its advertised destination.
It's heading steadily southward.
What's south?
It appears so.
Her thoughts turn more violently than the ferrofluid's vibrations.
The forecast of the storm, the sudden eclipse, the mask trials, and the speed at which the free breeze is now heading. If all they wanted was to recruit more followers, they would allow for more time to convince the others. However, if the storm is indeed coming, then why would we be racing forward through these reefs? Their actions don't seem to be aimed at recruiting, nor at passing through the storm. Rather, they seem to be aimed at...
Yes, Verdun, yes. I'm not smart enough to know what you're getting to. Yes, Verdun?
Intimidation.
It is true, they did say, the carefully crafted atmosphere. Think, boss, think, my brain! The air in the cell seems to momentarily stagnate. But what's the point of that? What's the point of just like causing fear and intimidation? Before they used to do this, partially to recruit Manus, but also to spark chaos, to prelude the storm. But here, there doesn't seem to be more of a purpose.
This would add weight to the possibility that the storm they're promising is only a trick to inspire more fear. That said, we must consider the chance of the storm occurring, no matter how slim it may seem.
Rin, do you know what's going on? Okay, I'm not that... I'm not that far gone. I'm not that far gone. I feel like it was obvious they were trying to scare them. But that's it? Why? Ulrich stands tall. Well, I can see from Grace's point of view, if she really is the rat, she does seem the most promising moth individual, the infiltration. So it seems more like, since Forget-Me-Not's on her tail and watching her, she has to pretend to be part of the Manus still and do this whole intimidation tactic, but she's stalling. But stalling for what? Stalling for Verdun and the crew to get out? But how would that save her tail from Forget-Me-Not? Like, Forget-Me-Not already thinks she's incompetent.
Until the truth is ultimately revealed, all we can rely on are the instruments in our hands and the readings before our eyes.
Then we are agreed, Mr. Ulrich.
Because I'm not getting it. It's okay, Delta.
Whether the storm is coming or not, we need to be well prepared.
I thought they wanted the spirit shells. Yeah, they mentioned something about the spirit shells. Like, they have to instill more fear in them until they can use them. It would make sense, because then it would be able to excuse why Miss Grace went to that island, in particular to pick them up and bring them into the cruise ship. But why?
I'm glad we're on the same page.
Exactly.
We've brought quite a few equilibrium umbrellas with us.
Oh.
My suitcase can also serve as a temporary shelter.
True. Imagine everyone, like, got into Verdun's suitcase, and then when all the chaos is done, like the suitcase is drifting at the bottom of the ocean, then how do you get out again? You're gonna need someone to retrieve the suitcase back above water. That's like the worst case scenario. They're like trapped in the suitcase, they can't get out, the walls start getting wet and damp and seeping, I don't know.
However, that will do nothing for the humans aboard.
Oh, right. I forgot.
Your suitcase. Then the rumors are true. No wonder the Stick in the Mud Foundation greenlit you to build your own team.
Yeah. Ulrich stares intently at the suitcase held in her hands.
I would give anything to analyze it
I
one day.
remember, Dan, I remember.
I'm certain that day will come. Eventually.
Eventually.
Sonetto, how many equilibrium umbrellas have we brought exactly?
Eventually, when we stuff you into the suitcase.
Exactly 70.
That's a lot of umbrellas, but not enough. A sufficient number to cover all the comrades in the suitcase. Unfortunately, it's far from enough to count for nearly 1,000 people aboard the Free Breeze.
You're up, ladies.
That's all the characters? Is it actually the exact number of characters? That's so funny. I love that. Cheer up, ladies.
Our hopes are not dashed just yet. You're up, ladies. You're up, ladies. You're up, ladies.
Mr. Ulrich, you're not speaking of your artificial storm experiment, are you? We have neither the time nor personnel to assist you with it. And I implore you to consider the potential risks, especially in attempting it alone and under these conditions.
Ulrich eagerly continues his explanation, heedless of his companion's concerns.
Irrespective of your concerns, thanks to those oily heads and their quirky masks, I have acquired more than enough asymmetrical nuclei to perform the immutability experiments.
Experiments.
But have you considered the side effects, Mr. Ulrich?
He has probably, maybe, hopefully. The ferro fluid? Okay, maybe not. He's halting. He's halting. Okay. Oh my god. Ulrich, I thought you were a man of science.
It's true. There is the risk of unavoidable side effects the experiments pose. And I admit that, if I were in the lab, we would use much more time and caution. But on this ship, I am the only one capable of withstanding the effects of the storm syndrome.
Despite his seemingly calm tone, a new round of protestations is volleyed his way.
Hold on, hang about.
Hang about?
Have you gone right off the dock? We can't afford to lose you, genius. You're the only gadget guru we've got. We're counting on you to fix the signal.
We're a little short-staffed right now. We're a little short-staffed. We're trapped in prison and there's a storm coming. But yeah. Things are fine. Cheer up, ladies. She grabs Ulrich by the tank and frantically shakes it. No! Sending the ferrofluid swirling inside. Oh, I would pay to have that animated.
I may be a scientist, but I'd rather not have the bad omen.
Shake the Ulrich tank.
It does take time to recover from the storm syndrome. Indeed, it could be as long as 3 months or a few weeks. But hey, it may well be just a matter of seconds. Fortune favors the bold, you know.
But if I've learned anything at Laplace, it's that we'll need to do dozens of tests.
Dozens.
I agree with Regulus.
I can't believe Regulus is being the one who's saying we need more testing. That's a little dangerous, isn't it? Unknown side effects.
Our priority should be to find a way to escape the
Ulrich is the reckless one and Regulus is the safe one now? How's this happening? What's happening? She looks through the cell door window. There's no one outside.
What about Miss Barkerola? Do you think she'll stand with us?
She will. I have faith in her.
This chapter part is named after her. Where's our girl?
Mr. Essam, would you lend me a hand, please?
What brought our brightest little star? Oh, look at you out of breath and all covered in dust. What happened?
From the whole she shanty to she shanty.
Easy, Barkerola.
Oh my god, the sea shanties are here. The helmsmen, they're fine. I don't know, I feel so much better just looking at them. The warmth of their greetings causes tears to well up in her eyes.
That's right, Signorina. Why don't you tell us what happened? The captain told us to stay put, but we'll do whatever we can to help you.
Speaking of guaranteed, I lost the 50-50 on Fatutu and got Voyager dupe, both sad and happy. Oh, no, you still have a few more days. I hope you get your Fatutu.
The free breeze will never go home again.
What?
Captain Grace said this era is coming to an end, and only those who put on a Manus Vindicte mask and pass its trial can reach the new era with her.
Sorry, what? You just turned your old friend Charlie's brain into a knot. Where are we going then?
There's no telling where or even when we'll end up. Could be someplace 10 years ago or even 100 years.
You mean we're traveling?
Time traveling, friends. Exciting, isn't it?
I don't know.
I've got to admit, Signorina, this all sounds a bit too wild to be believed.
I exclusively lose my 50-50 to Voyager. Well, lately I've been exclusively losing to Miss New Babel, so I mean, it's alright. And hello, Ben.
But as sure as a compass points north.
He gently pats her on the shoulder with a large rough hand.
I will trust you mean every word you say.
I love these helmsmen.
Thank you, Giovanni.
Giovanni.
So, you're saying if we don't do something, then none of us will ever see home again?
Yes. Her silence is answer enough. The sailors exchange a glance, needing no words to make their decision.
It's decided then. We'll fight by your side, Miss Barkerola.
Poor guy! Helmsman number 4.
Because
he has a great smile, though. No eyes, but great smile.
The dinosaurs roamed.
You got that right. I won't let them ruin my retirement.
We'll sail ourselves home if we've got to. One thing's for certain. I don't want to be stuck here for the rest of my life.
All right, gentlemen, enough with the words. It's time to take action. Miss Barkerola, is there anything we can do?
Yes, of course.
Oh, she has hope again. Oh. Wait, I feel like the NPCs are getting better and better with each update. I love them. All right. How many parts are in this event, by the way? 20 something? 20 something? 20 something? 23 in total. 23. I don't know if we're gonna finish today. I don't know. It says right there under the mode, does it? Oh, it does! Is that it? Sometimes it's not true though. Sometimes this is just like the final boss battle, isn't it? The ones after the boss are really short. 21 to 23 are really short. I wasn't sure if we were gonna finish today, so I wonder. Will we finish today? I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. Because tomorrow's stream is very early. I don't want to perish, so we'll see though. Dissonance, part 17.
Hey,
boss battle is 20. Oh, okay.
Outside are gone. Oh, don't tell me they've abandoned ship and left us here to starve. Come back here, you yellow-bellied cowards. This pirate is not going to Davy Jones' locker without a fight.
Fight them all, Regulus. Fight them. Having satisfied her anger, by yelling through the porthole, she turns to the others.
Sonetto, are those solvents working at all? Tell me they are.
We can continue after the reverse live stream or just another day. You're so right! Why did I not think about that? I was thinking after the live stream I would just pass out. You're right though. Good idea, good idea.
The outer layer of the door has already dissolved substantially.
Excellent. The papier pillar solvents are more effective than I anticipated.
Wow.
At this rate, the door should be fully dissolved in approximately 13 hours.
Wow.
Oh, wow. That fast? Really, Fish Tank? I'll be waiting with bated breath.
Regulus, you guys can take a quick, 8-hour nap. She furiously shakes his glass tag. It's her new habit.
Whip us up a few helmets like yours.
True.
That way you can just blast the door open with TNT and we'll be sound as a pound.
Sound as a pound.
Our heads at least.
My helmet is made of regular silica.
Oh.
7.092% calcium magnesium carbonate and 3.27% aluminum oxide. I'm afraid it's no more explosion proof than your regular old skull.
Oh. Blue Puck knew we wanted to toast him in the ocean, do all kinds of things to him. Oh. Regulus slumps against the door as the last vestiges of resistance leaves her body. A faint shout comes from the other side of the door.
Regulus, I'd stay away from the door if I were you.
TNT coming in!
Huh?
They're here.
Hold on to this anchor like your life depends on it.
Anchor?
We run the door open on the count of 3.
Wait, I love them so much. The helmsmen's voices are like music to their ears. 2! 1! Wow! The cheering of familiar faces echoes. Regulus swears it's the most beautiful noise she's ever heard.
Right on! Oh, I knew you'd come through for us, Barkerola.
Let's go!
Through hell or high water.
You have our thanks, Miss Barkerola.
Let's go, let's go!
We just want to save as many people as possible. For
Wow.
the free breeze.
Wow.
We aim to do the same thing.
Is the copyright storm slowly going away? I heard that the copyright music or whatever that was copywritten, they fixed it. I heard they fixed it. Just yesterday or so? I don't know for sure though. After a pause, Ulrich steps forward.
Timekeeper, I need to get to the radio room. It's likely to be the only place on the ship that will be able to get through their jamming.
It was fixed kinda. Kinda? What do you mean by kinda? She turns to Ulrich with a solemn look on her face.
I'll bring good news, I promise.
Let's go, Ulrich, let's go. We're counting on you.
I see. Regulus, you should go with him.
Oh? Verdant solo mission?
No. I don't need additional manpower for such an easy...
I insist. We can't afford to lose anyone, Mr. Ulrich.
She places a compact device in his leather-gloved hand.
This is...
What is this?
The Pioneer's Mark I positioning system. The latest in technology from Laplace.
But if I recall correctly, it's never been mass-produced. Only a few prototypes were made available.
Ah, the music's up on the official channel and others again. Okay, nice!
And this is one of them. If anything happens, someone can use it to track you down if you're in serious trouble. Like if you've fallen into the sea.
He's like, oh yeah, I need one of those.
This will surely come in handy. Thanks, Timekeeper.
Good luck, Mr. Ulrich.
Good luck, soldier.
He won't need it, because no one knows radio systems better than this, Captain.
She nods before the two vanish around the corner.
The rest of us need to return to the lobby and get the masked guests under control.
Shuck them!
Sonetto, do we have sufficient sedatogens left?
Yes, Timekeeper. We still have plenty.
What now? Sufficient sedatogens? Sedatogens? She turns to the helmsman.
Gentlemen, I'll need your assistance too.
Of course, ma'am. Miss Barkerola already told us everything. Sounds like helping you means we're helping ourselves.
You're helping the world, sir.
Some. Do you know where we can find the spare keys to the passenger cabins?
I love the BGM in this whole section. It's like a little like the gang getting together for little spy missions. I don't know. On the eve of a mission. Elsewhere on the ship, two stealthy figures navigate through the darkness.
Are you sure this is the right way?
The 1.1 OSC from Melania's Patch? Is it from Melania's Patch? It's been so long.
Are you doubting my capabilities?
Yes.
Not exactly.
Broadcast room. The broadcasting room is empty.
It's only that I expected they'd have this place locked down like the crown jewels. But nobody's here.
We'll concern ourselves with that later. Let's get to work, Regulus.
He's even pointing at her. Ignoring Regulus is wandering about, Ulrich quickly channels his thought current into the broadcasting console. Let's go.
Coastal Base Station, come in. Coastal Base Station, come in. Where's the International Maritime Organization when you need them? Laplace Australia branch, please come in. Laplace Australia branch, please come in.
Come in, everyone.
I just checked out the wiring. All the signal transmitters have been sabotaged. No wonder there's been no sight nor sound of those oily freaks.
Ulrich seems unsurprised. Retracting his thought current, he disregards the apparent predicament. He lays one peculiar item after another onto the table.
Reel it in, fish tank. You're not conducting the artificial storm experiments right here, are you?
Why not? We have a supernatural phenomenon, a vast water supply, sufficient asymmetrical nuclide R, and the required sound wave frequency ready in the transmission system here. If these aren't the perfect testing conditions for the artificial storm, then what is?
Wait.
Oh, God.
Are you forgetting what you just said to Vertin? What about all those side effects? You've got no bleeding idea how
He's like, well, she ain't here now, is she?
Which is why it's lucky you were sent along with me, Regulus. If anything happens to me, you'll have to be the one to report the experiment's results.
Oh, this is dark though. This is pretty dark. This is actually, if this was like happening, I would be flipping out. I would be flipping out. I would be like, what do you mean? What do you mean?
Whether the storm comes or not, we'll have made an undeniable leap of progress. More than worth a bit of storm syndrome, no matter how nasty.
Are all awakened this nuts? All the awakened are metal AF. He tosses an equilibrium umbrella into Regulus's hand.
At least now you'll have an extra equilibrium umbrella.
Oh god. He pays no mind to his immobile teammate. Instead, he meticulously sorts through the materials he has spread on the table.
Ulrich, I refuse to be a part of this.
Objection. To be continued. Ah. Okay. Apple is the chillest of chill. Radio is chill, and Sputnik is employed too. That's true. Sputnik is very employed. Alright, I think this might be our last one for today. Part 18. The 27 Club. Rock never dies. Wait, that sounds epic as hell. Let's do it. The 27 Club. Good stopping point after this part. That's good, that's good, that's good. In the cramped broadcasting room, the little lion and the light bulb are at a face-off.
What did you say?
Her unexpected declaration has caused the ferrofluid to come to a halt. He even has his arms crossed and everything. Oh, whoa, whoa.
I will not be your undertaker.
Regulus, you still haven't grasped the significance of this project, have you?
Actually?
We've figured out the principles of the storm and even developed the means to create its simulacra. Yes, there's still much room for improvement, but we've already made a huge leap. And now, we finally have the opportunity to put our theories into application. Finding an immutable material is essential to our survival. The Regulus satellite proved it to all of us.
The Regulus satellite.
Just think about it, Regulus. We are standing right on the cusp of the post-storm era.
Guys, this is really intense. This is really intense right now. But I just noticed his name tag. His employee ID photo just has his little splotch of splotch. Not even his whole head. And that's all we're gonna have to remember him by if he vanishes. If he perishes right now. Who took that photo of him? The splotch is his main body though, I guess? Question mark, question mark, question mark. He's just the fluid, I guess? Question mark, question mark, question mark. Rip glorious fish tank, you will be missed.
Fish tank? You planned this all along, didn't you?
Seems so. Perfect ground for his experiments, it's true.
Don't tell me you're worried about the funds and credit for the experiment. Laplace will cover all your potential losses and expenses incurred should anything go wrong. And whether this project succeeds or not, your assistance has been indispensable. Surely enough to earn you a fat bonus and a high rating for your salary review. And I will certainly not be hogging all the credit.
Well, that's okay. Regulus saying something so serious and down to earth while calling someone fish tank. Yeah, she said that so seriously too.
Fish tank.
Fish tank.
Fish tank.
Fish tank.
Fish tank.
Fish tank. Ulrich stops upon seeing an even more resolute expression come across Regulus's face.
Whoa! No! Keep it in the tank! You've got me all wrong, Magnet Head.
He upgraded to Magnet Head.
Huh?
The two exchanged stunned looks.
I'm a member of Laplace now, same as you. A researcher, not...
She's in it with him! Ain't no way!
Witness the storm.
Ulrich has never seen Regulus so earnest.
So ergo, therefore, QED, I'll participate in your artificial storm experiment. Not as your note-taker.
I love her! She's, of course, the spirit of rock and roll. Of course she would be like this.
But as your fellow experimenter.
Ah!
I never expected this from you, Regulus.
I love her. Oh my god, I thought she was gonna go the other way, saying that she wouldn't let a friend do this. But she went the other way. He knocks on his glass tank, perplexed.
Don't tell me my reports were really that bad. Never mind. Really, don't tell me. Fact of the matter is, I got an advance on my wages, so I fully intend to do my duty as a researcher. Besides, no rockin' pirate with a spine would ever leave their shipmate stranded in danger.
Ulrich squeezes Regulus's shoulder.
I admire your courage, truly.
Like she is genuinely serious and worried. I wonder what are her insults to Ulrich at this point.
However, when it comes to these experiments, you must leave it to me. That is an order, Regulus.
His resolve is unyielding. He opens a door, signaling Regulus to leave his lab.
I need you to observe my status through the porthole and record our experimental data. You're the only one that can do it.
Alright, Magnet Head, have it your way.
Her eyes linger on the experimental material in the case. Platinum Ouija boards, young dragon tongue tubes, firemouth powder, and numerous duplicated records, just as we saw.
Say, Ulrich, do you like rock?
Now is hardly the time to chat about music, don't you think?
This is the perfect time.
I hope you won't be pestering me with more of these inane questions. And to answer you, I prefer brown noise. Its frequencies produce a soothing rhythm in my
brown noise? What is that? Brown noise? Brown noise? Is that like brown keycaps, cherry keycaps? What is brown noise? As Mr. Apple once said, Regulus will jump at any opportunity to die with style.
See?
Respectable.
That's exactly why I can't leave it to you.
I only know white noises, right? What is brown noise?
What?
This logical leap nearly causes Ulrich's circuits to crash.
I turned a blind eye to your blatant acts of piracy. And brushed off your blasphemies against rock.
True.
But if I miss out on an
Wait, the
adventure
inspirational music in the back is killing me.
I'll forever lose the right to join the 27 Club.
The 27 Club?
All the best rock stars die at 27. All in a blaze of glory.
What is that? What is that? No.
This is my record, my responsibility. We might fall or even vanish. Maybe we'll get turned into cubes or paint or whatever. But at the end of the day, rock never dies.
Rock never dies.
Whether you're a rock legend or not, You shine with the radiance of humanity.
Hell yeah, she does. Hell yeah, she does.
Regulus, I salute both your experimental spirit and your rock and roll spirit. There's only one thing left to do. Project. Experiments on material immutability via artificial storm.
Artificial
Locale.
storm.
Radio room of the Free Breeze cruise ship. Experimenters. Ulrich and Regulus. Our experiment will now commence.
Wow! What a way to end! What a place to end! Wow! Data supplementation. Please extract and record the useful content from this videotape. Artificial storm experiment footage. Check it out! You're witnessing the greatest rock moment of all time. Brought to you by your one and only rockin' captain. Keep it down, researcher Regulus. I'm recording this. Hey, we could die at any second. No way I'm gonna stay silent. Then just keep yelling. We'll keep the control variables consistent. Now start testing the next material. Regulus, researcher Regulus, put down the dragon blood resin compass and pick up the platinum Ouija. Yeah? How's this? Have I become a work of art yet? As with the previous material tests, researcher Regulus's temporary storm symptoms have shown no improvement. The platinum Ouija is ruled out. This concludes the testing of the single material objects. Next, let's move on to the two material objects. Let's go! Let's go! This is so hype! This is so hype! Wow! The whole sequence entering Ulrich and Regulus. Wow! I love this. Who would have thought I would turn out to like Ulrich so much? These two goofy researchers in a tragedy of a boat. Yes. They're so silly. They're so silly. I'm so hype. I'm so hype. I'm so hype. 2 more stages for boss fight. That is true. I think we're gonna end here for tonight. We're gonna end here tonight, folks. We might be ending here tonight just because my voice has been really a little tired. So I think we're gonna end here tonight, and we're gonna have an early morning tomorrow to watch the 1.5 anniversary. And I think right after the anniversary, we'll be wrapping up the story then. I'm not sure whether I'm gonna make a separate stream room for us to continue after the live stream, and then we might just redirect into it, or whether we just straight continue off from the live stream room. So we'll take a little, we'll have a little feel for it, but I think we will continue and finish off tomorrow right after the 1.5 live stream. Yes. We already have a waiting room up for the 1.5 anniversary. 1.5 anniversary, their 1.5 Annie. Right here. So stay tuned for that. Boss is reversing back in time. You know what? Like, what update are we even at? This is, they label it 1.5 anniversary. So I keep saying 1.5, but it feels like the 1.5 update. I got the date and time correct on my live stream waiting room, right? I got it right, didn't I? I got it right? Please tell me the waiting room's for the right time. Regulus looks good, whatever she wears. It's true. It's very true. It is 1.5, it is! 1.5 years since release event. Yes. How long the globals have been live? Yes. Even the title of the official stream is 1.5. That's right, guys. I checked. But alright, everyone. I think I've been overusing my voice a little bit. I'm a little breathless. So I think we'll end here, and I'll see all of you bright and early, at least for me, tomorrow for the 1.5 anniversary preview program. No polls today. We'll do all the polls tomorrow. We'll do all the polls at one time. Yes. But thank you so much, everyone, for joining me. I hope all of you had fun. I'm so excited to finish the rest of the event and for the live stream program tomorrow. So I hope to see all of you then. I'll see you guys in just 10 hours. Just 10 hours. Polls after codes are deemed. Exactly! Alright, everyone. Good luck for everyone who still hasn't gotten their Fatutu. I'll see you all soon. Just in 10 little hours. 𝐒𝐡𝐚𝐭, everyone. 𝐒𝐡𝐚. 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 What? Time to listen to some rock and roll, baby.